Today we're going to go through Act 1 of a 3-act play titled A Tale of Two Classmates. If you've fallen into the minimum payment trap, you are in fact in a 21st century version of Debtor's Prison. You become the male or female lead in a 3-act play entitled A Tale of Two Classmates. In Act 1, which is titled The Promise and the Seduction, imagine the following. The play opens with a scene from high school graduation. Two graduates stand side by side. On the surface, they look pretty much alike. They have the same style clothes, went to the same classes, and participated in the same activities. They have both been accepted to the same college of their choice, and they have plans to get similar degrees. They both have big dreams for their future. As their parents look upon them warmly, they look back wondering what their life will be like when they are at their parents' age. The next scene takes place decades later at an airport gate. The two former high school friends are now in middle age and bump into each other while waiting for their flights. They're delighted to see each other. There's a weather delay, so they have a chance to chat, to catch up on each other's lives. They just learned about the death of another classmate who died 3 days after retiring from a job he had for 30 years. They had not talked in several decades, and as they reminisce, they discover that they went to similar colleges, got similar jobs with similar salaries, got married, even had the same number of kids. They both marvel at the similar paths their lives have taken. Yet, as the conversation continues, it becomes clear that they have very different lives. The one named Chris is happy, secure, and confident about the future and is prospering. The other is stressed and fearful about the future and is struggling. Soon the boarding call begins in the two-part ways with promises to stay in touch. As the prosperous one, Chris, boards the plane, the one left behind stares out at the runway, wondering how things got to be so difficult. The next scene is a flashback to your own young adulthood. You're out of school and you're living in your first apartment. You had not saved any money for college or applied for scholarships, so you went to junior college for the first 2 years, and then you switched to a 4-year college where you had to take out some student loans to afford the tuition. Your apartment is small and expensive, but in a great location close to everything. You have a great job and recently got a big promotion. You're making good money, happy with your life, and everything is paid for. One day while going through your mail, there's an envelope from your bank offering you a credit card. You don't really need one, but the idea of having thousands of dollars of credit at an introductory rate of 0% interest for a year is very seductive. You fill up the application and send it in. A few weeks later, the card arrives in the mail. You take it out of the envelope, sign the back, and peel the sticker off the front of the card. You call the toll-free number on the sticker to activate the card and put it in your wallet. It feels good. There's no denying that knowing you have the potential to buy something on your card makes you feel rich. In the next scene, it is a few months later and you're on vacation. A bunch of your friends invited you to go on a Caribbean cruise, and since you had not enough money to go, you put it on your new credit card. You have a wonderful time, you go on all of the excursions, you buy lots of gifts, and you tell yourself that you'll just enjoy life and pay it off over the next several months. You get home from the cruise, and you get your credit card bill and are rather shocked at how much you actually spent. The card has nearly reached its limit. To your surprise and relief though, there's another credit card offer in the mail. You decide to fill out the application just in case you have an emergency. The next scene is a flashback to Chris's young adulthood. Chris also just got out of school. He had part-time jobs and scholarships while in school and was lucky enough to not have any student loans. Chris is living with several roommates. He lives a bit farther from his job in the business district, but the rent is very inexpensive. Chris is doing very well in his career. He's happy that he recently got a promotion and is saving money. He's sitting at his desk going through the mail. He opens an envelope and reads through the offer. It's the same introductory credit card offer you got. Just like you, he finds it very enticing, but in reading the fine print of the offer, he notices a default interest rate of 29% if you're late with payments or go over the limit. He resists the temptation and throws it into the trash. The next day he goes to their bank and applies for a Visa debit card that is tied to his checking account. In the next scene, it's a few months later and Chris is on vacation with a friend. They're in Europe for 2 weeks traveling on a Euro-Rail pass and staying in $10 per night hostels. They're having the adventure of a lifetime. When they get home, there are no bills to pay from the trip because they paid for the tickets and rail passes in advance and used a guidebook to create a daily budget that was right on target. That is the end of Act 1. We'll continue next time in Act 2 titled How Your Life Became a Debtor's Prison. The story of your life is not already written. You are indeed the playwright of your own life. We want you and the millions of people stuck in your situation to be free of debt and on their way to building a prosperous future. We know we can get you there. If you're ready to make a real change and get compassionate, understanding, and expert support, then call us. We'll provide you with a free debt reduction strategy session. We'll help you analyze your current debt and show you options for getting back on the road to your dreams, and show you the options available to you right now to transform your situation. All you have to do is to call the toll-free number listed below this video, and we'll take care of you.